we've got an amazing Not Just Filler podcast today. We're here in Ovid, Michigan, my hometown, and we're at Tom's Western Store, which is an awesome family-owned business. This is Tammy Tyler, part of the family that owns us. I think this is, you might have to clarify, Michigan's only, or at least Michigan's largest Western store, and that's Western, equine. I'm not in the culture, so I don't know all the words, but people who are riding horses and showing. And Tammy, I just hope you tell us a little bit about the history of the store and how long you've been here and sort of the niche you've carved out.
So yeah, this is our hometown. We're in Ovid, and this store used to be actually a furniture store years ago. My grandpa started a furniture store and the gas station Valero right next door. And then my dad was in high school when he started to do leather work. And you'll remember we have the Ovid Carriage Days. We used to have a carriage manufacturing business here in town. And so we had a lot of Amish people, and they did a lot of leather work. And my dad picked up skills from the Amish. And so my dad can fix items, he can make items. My brother has picked up the trade, Caitlin has picked up the trade making leather products. But overall we do have the tack, the clothing, fashion.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of got everything. We're going to get into the accessories because they're so amazing. And I just want to show this to you real quick. So this is a boot. It's a cowboy boot. I'm going to post some pictures, but tell us a little bit about your boot selection, because this is such like a staple of the Western and equine culture. So
Right.
I don't know if you want to sell me this boot, but
Yeah, boots are for work or for fashion, and we do have hundreds of boots. So you can get a boot that has a square toe, a round toe, a flat heel, a fashion heel for dancing. Square dancing used to be really popular. A line dancing is popular, but we also use them, for our county fairs and our livestock shows that we have throughout the state.
yeah, and I hope you walk through this store at some point. We will post some pictures because they have literally everything. Behind us, of course, we have the saddles, and people travel from everywhere, not just Michigan, but across the Midwest to come here. Tell me how you got there, how you got, the word out that Tom's Western Store is sort of the place to go for Western things.
Well, I think that because my mom and dad have been so involved in the industry, they've been a part of the Michigan Horse Council, the Michigan Horse Expo, Quarter Horse, Rodeo, Sheriff's Departments. That's their passion. Horses are their passion, and this just grew out of that. And the beautiful thing is that they've done it together. And I think the whole industry just really embodies family and fellowship and togetherness and community. And we've especially needed that now in our COVID times. And you just see people teaming up together to help one another.
Have you noticed it change during 2020, during COVID? I mean, I know you when we talked earlier, you said it's sometimes hard to get products, which I think everyone's struggling with a little bit. But has the industry grown? Have more people got into it because maybe they want more time to be alone or be on a horse or something like that?
Yeah, people have had more time to be at home in some cases and to be outside. And that's what we're really pushing during these COVID times, is for people to be outdoors. So just like bike riding, people are out riding the horses. So trail riding and the state parks have been booming. The DNR has been really busy. Saddles are tough to get right now if you want a new saddle because the demand is so high. But even our horse shows and our rodeos, in areas where we can have them and within the COVID restrictions, those events are just booming.
Yeah, that's a really good thing because it's got like not an antiquated but an older feel, right? You think of the cowboy out in the wilderness, and now you probably don't do that as much. So to see the culture really take off, and I know when we put this on Facebook, it's going to be shared by the Western community because it is really a tight-knit community. Tell us a little bit about pageants, and I do have something special because it was like a big deal in Ovid when Tammy, you were named, it was like Miss Michigan Equine. You're going to have to help me with that.
A couple years ago, 1993. So actually the royalty is a part of our rodeo, especially Michigan High School Rodeo, Michigan Little Bridges, Michigan Quarter Horse. So our queens, our royalty, are a spokesperson for those equine organizations. And so as an industry, like the Horse Council helps them get equine information that they can share, because they often go to events like our Ovid carriage days, and they get to do fun interviews and go to like the Capitol and do legislative day.
They sort of bring the word out of the equine industry to people who might not know about it. And so again, we're going to show that photo because it's epic, and the hair is epic too. But it was a big deal in Ovid, because what was the title? I don't remember.
Oh, Miss Rodeo Michigan, and it was a part of the PRCA, Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association back then. Yeah, but the girls are role models, and they work with community efforts, and we really appreciate all that they do for our equine industry.
Sure. So we've got something here I'm going to show. It says Equine Legislative Day, one unified voice for the prosperity of the equine industry in Michigan, and then the Michigan Horse Council. Tammy and other folks in the Western equine industry come to Lansing and talk about things that are important to them, issues they want to see going forward. Is there anything right now you're working on, or anything you've seen in the state of Michigan? I know 2020 is a very odd year, but maybe something you're working on?
Well, and I like the Equine Legislative Day. So the horse industry is so wide and so deep and so diverse. It's exciting. You can never learn everything about our industry because there are so many breeds of horses, so many disciplines. And the Legislative Day brings us together to show our legislators. It's an educational day where we talk about the different benefits that horses bring to communities, whether it be therapeutic riding, mounted police, fun entertainment events in a normal non-COVID time. But our Horse Expo does the same, where we bring people together, and we had a really great entertainment package at the 2020 Michigan Horse Expo.
Yeah, they had dancers. I believe there were horses. There's roping. Mm-hmm. So that's sort of the background on Tom's Western Store. What else do you have? You have how many square feet in the store?
That's a really great question. Thousands. We have fashion clothing, so we have jeans, we have the boots, of course, hats, shirts, t-shirts, dresses, kids clothing, toys. We have lots of toys, and Christmas is coming up around the corner.
You walk in the store and then you just kind of keep going. I mean, there's room after room. Behind us, of course, are the saddles. There's every accessory you could ever imagine for the horses and for the individuals who ride horses.
Right.
I mean, this is an experience just coming in here. And of course, there's an arena. Can you tell us a little bit about the arena? Because that's a rarity to have actually a horse riding arena.
Yeah, we are really blessed to have a nice rodeo arena out back. And so we host high school rodeos, Little Britches rodeos. The Clinton County Fair was here last year, and we were able to have the sheep and the cows and the pigs, and that was really fun. So we do a lot of different activities at the arena, and it just really maximizes that whole family experience. And our customers enjoy coming into the store and then going out and enjoying a piece of our culture and Western and horses.
Sure. It takes so much effort, I know, taking care of a horse. I've got some friends with horses, and I mean, it's just every day, and paying attention to the health. So I just have a lot of respect for the people, and they're beautiful animals. How many do you have here?
My daughter has 3 horses that she competes with, and then my brother has 2 horses. We have a pony, and then my niece has a horse as well. Okay. So, yeah,
okay.
8, 9.
Yeah, you lose track after a little bit. So this is Tammy Tyler. She's at Tom's Western Store, of course, great family-owned business, and such a big deal in the state of Michigan to have the equine industry well represented, and a place for folks to go, because if you live up north and there's not Tom's Western Store, you might have to go to Indiana or somewhere else. So I know it's centrally located, and that's probably a good thing for all the people who want to take care of their equine needs. Tammy, thank you for the work you do for the equine industry. This has been a cool Not Just Filler podcast. We're going to post all the photos below of walking through the great store. And thank you so much for watching Not Just Filler podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Hey, so we've got some bonus coverage today on Not Just Filler. This is Caleb, the son of Tammy Tyler. He's going to tell a horse-themed joke real quick, so fire away.
It is a bull-themed joke.
Oh, I'm sorry, a bull-themed joke.
What do you call a mean cow? A bully.
We've got bonus coverage here on the Not Just Filler podcast. The ultra famous and important Sharon Tyler. here in Ovid at Tom's Western Store. Tell me about the industry or something you've seen, or the importance of having Tom's Western Store here in Michigan and mid-Michigan, because I don't think if you're not in the Western industry, you probably don't know sort of the role of Tom's Western Store.
Yeah, our industry has changed a lot through the years. People, you got your internet people, you have a lot of your city people that wear the Western clothing, so you have a wide variety of people. It's hard to keep up with all of it, especially because of Tom's and my age. The internet thing is really hard for us.
Sure.
We have to rely on our employees to help us with things.
You have a Facebook page.
Yes, and we have a what's the other Instagram page.
There you
too.
go. Okay.
But our base customer people are just fantastic. Through the pandemic, we have gotten so many. Thank you for being here. We're so glad you're still here. They still like to touch the products. Tack are very hard to buy over the internet because you don't know what you're getting. And they like to come in and touch it.
Sure.
And we kind of like them to come in and touch it.
Well, I love being in the store, right? You know the smell when you walk in, the leather smell. You know it every time, and you just walk through. And what are you here for? Saddles? Well, I might be looking at some shoes as we go there.
Yeah.
So wait, do you have an internet presence so I can buy some of this stuff online?
Not all of it.
Okay.
There are some. Our boots are all on there. We have a few hats on there. We have a few bridles and stuff, but most of our people like to come in and see us. And we like I said, we like that. We love our customer. We love to see part of their life. We have 4 generations now coming in, and it's that's pretty amazing. And I'm feeling a little old at that point. But
Now, how old is this store?
54, I think 54. We just talked about that yesterday.
I mean, we talk a lot in 2020 about small businesses and the difficulty of keeping your small business going, and the up and downs of the economy and things you can't control. So the fact that you've been going for almost 70 years is really a testament.
Yeah, it takes everyday concentration. This year's been a real concentrating year.
Sure.
Not being able to get some products, not being able to help your customer get what they want as easily. We do this every day.
Yeah.
And we do it as a family every day. And we maybe don't like each other every day, but we still work together every day.
Well, I just know how important this story is for the equine and Western here in Michigan, and probably in the Midwest too. So it's really
and there's so many faces of this industry. Just so many faces. From your roping horses to your Grand Prix horses, your trail riders. I mean, it is a huge variety of people.
Sure.